Welcome back to the only dating show banned in 17 mechanical dimensions and mandatory viewing during interdimensional sensitivity training. I'm your host, Damian Lovejoy. Tonight, one mysterious bachelor from the mysterious forest will choose among 3 eligible
technological cryptids.
But first, let's check in with one of our previous contestants.
Bachelor number 2 and I are over. Completely over. The relationship was a parasitic takeover attempt. He wasn't sharing his essence with me, he was colonizing me. It took 4 decontamination sessions at Algorithm Corporation's biohazard unit and experimental gene therapy to stop the complete fungal transformation. This is my 3rd restraining order. The first 2 were eaten by his loyalty spores. I've had to move 3 times because he keeps sending root systems through the plumbing. My entire botany collection is ruined, my career is in shambles, and I still wake up with new growths every morning. If anyone watching sees a 6-foot ambulatory swamp fungus asking about me, do not tell him where I am. He can hear through plants, any plants. You'll be hearing from my lawyers, Lovejoy.
Well, relationships do require sacrifice. Though perhaps next time specify which parts of you should remain human. I hear Sad Steve's Taxidermy has a new botanical preservation service that might interest you. Welcome back to the Cryptid dating game. Tonight, we're helping one of the mysterious forest's most enigmatic residents find his perfect match. Please welcome Echomere the Whispering Statue.
Thank you for having me, Damien. After centuries as a storytelling fixture in the mysterious forest, I've grown lonely. The concrete fairy tale figures are pleasant company, but their narratives are so predictable. I seek a companion whose story I haven't already absorbed, someone who won't mind that I occasionally incorporate visitors who listen too deeply to my tales.
Well, you've crumbled into the right place. Remember, Echomere, the goal is to pick your perfect cryptid companion based solely on their answers. No peeking, even with those stone eyes that somehow see in all directions. Bachelor number 1 comes to us from the Night Signal radio station. Listeners might recognize him as Amplitude Spleen, co-host of the late-night call-in show. This frequency-based entity has evolved beyond mere broadcasting and now exists as a fusion of living radio waves and salvaged broadcast equipment. He has a passion for vintage electronics and can tune into your thoughts on 17 different bandwidths. Bachelor number 2 is actually a collective consciousness residing in the Algorithm Corporation power plant's main control system. Originally a safety monitoring program, it gained sentience during the incident and now controls 17 different mechanical appendages simultaneously. This bachelor loves efficiency and has been known to optimize his partner's daily routines, sometimes without permission. Bachelor number 3 is what some might call a ghost in the machine. After a freak accident at Sad Steve's Taxidermy and ice cream involving a milkshake maker, an electric outlet, and a partially preserved opossum, this entity now jumps between electronic devices, giving them temporary life and personality. He's looking for someone who won't mind when the toaster occasionally recites poetry.
Bachelor number 1. I constantly absorb the stories of those near me. How would you feel about having your frequencies and broadcasts become part of my narrative collection?
Your stories inside my radio waves? Perfect. I once broadcast a man's confession for 6 hours before realizing he was being digested by my antenna. His last words got amazing ratings. We could make beautiful static together. Just don't mind the voices that whisper between stations. They give terrible relationship advice.
Fascinating. Bachelor number 2. I remain perfectly still for decades at a time while gathering stories. Would your mechanical appendages require regular movement during these periods?
We would remain dormant while you collect stories. Our mechanical arms can arrange your victims, correction guests, in aesthetically pleasing poses before absorption. Our logs show previous partners found our constant surveillance, unsettling and invasive. They are now stored in Drive Z.
Efficient indeed. Bachelor number 3, visitors to the mysterious forest occasionally become absorbed into my concrete form when they listen too deeply to my stories. Would this bother you?
Oh, love it when people get stuck in things. I once possessed a blender that still had someone's finger in it. I could make your victims' phones call their loved ones while they're being absorbed.
Time for our final question, Echomere.
This is for all 3 bachelors. The Mysterious Forest hosts the annual Narrative Absorption Festival, where visitors willingly become part of our collection. Would you participate in this tradition?
Festivals are my specialty. Nothing sets the mood for being eternally entombed in concrete like some smooth jazz. My broadcast once convinced an entire town to walk into the ocean. Think what we could do with some mood lighting and my seductive static. Those visitors will be begging to become part of your collection.
We would optimize your victim collection. Our research shows children's stories taste best when preserved in concrete. We could install speakers playing ice cream truck music to attract optimal specimens. Our previous attempts at humor caused system crashes. We have deleted laughter.exe.
Nothing says romance like hearing the last desperate text of the recently concretified. I could make their phones ring right as they're turning to stone. Hello, Mom, I'm becoming concrete help. Nothing gets better Instagram engagement than people live posting their own concretion transformations. We could start a TikTok channel. Petrification pranks.
The time has come, Echomere. Which Bachelor will be joining your Eternal Concrete collection?
Such difficult choices, they all understand the beauty of preservation. But I'm choosing Bachelor number 1, Amplitude Spleen. There's something romantic about having my collection serenaded by unsettling frequencies and mysterious broadcasts from beyond. Plus, he clearly appreciates a good story, even if the storyteller is being slowly entombed.
Rejected again? That's the third time this month. First that toaster, then the traffic light, now this.
Rejection recorded. Adding concrete entities to incompatibility database. Returning to power plant. Emotional subroutines. Deactivated. Revenge protocols. Activated. The forest's power grid will experience unexpected outages.
Oh, the stories we'll share. I can't wait to broadcast the screams. Narratives trapped in your concrete. Just imagine the ratings. My listeners will be absolutely captivated. Some might even visit the forest themselves. Frequency Philly will have to find someone else to co-host with, but our love broadcast 24/7.
Your frequencies will make my collection so much more lively. I've been wanting to broadcast my stories for centuries.
Echomere meet Amplitude Spleen. Another successful match made in interdimensional dating. Echomere and Amplitude Spleen will be enjoying their first date at the central clearing of the mysterious forest, broadcasting the final thoughts of visitors as they're eternally preserved in concrete. We've already informed the local newspaper to list more missing persons pages. And Night Signal listeners, don't worry. Amplitude's time slot will be filled by Frequency Philly's new co-host, a young, beautiful weirdo who reportedly communicates exclusively through theremin solos and expired coupon codes. Next week on Cryptid Dating Game, we'll help a sentient shadow find love among 3 light-based entities. Will they choose the bioluminescent deep-sea creature, the living ball of lightning, or the being made entirely of TV static? Join us to find out. Remember, folks, on Cryptid Dating Game, love knows no bounds. Solid, liquid, or permanently entombed in concrete.